anybody wonders why I'm not making content right now, this is one of the reasons. This is our little injured guy. He has only 3 legs left, and we need to nurse him up. Come for a walk. Come. Ja. Na komm. Na komm, Kleiner. Komm. Na komm. Na komm. Hm. Ja. Hmm? No, I love you too. I love you too. Right? You need to say, sorry little audience, right? But I'm the reason my shadow aspen can't do anything right now. Of course, I only have 3 legs and I need to be taken care of. Hey guys, how is it going? Finally I'm back, like after a while of a little break. I had a bunch of things going on, so we needed to feed the little deer I showed you here in the beginning, and also I had a bulged disc in my back, and that took me out for about 2.5 weeks that I couldn't do anything, and then I needed to keep up with work, and that's how life goes. But now I'm back in the valley. I'm walking through the valley right now, and I'm trying to find wild edible things for you guys. And I found one already right over there. I'm going to show it to you. So, who can spot it? I give you a minute. Right here it is. Wild hops. So you can collect this stuff and take it home, and you can make your own like wild beer from this plant right here. So obviously that takes a while. That's more long-term survival and prepping maybe, but nevertheless that's how it looks, and here it is. And now I show you where the main bush is, because this is just a vein coming down. There is another one, right? And up there, there's the main bush right there. It's all full of hops. So that was the first one. I thought that may be interesting for you guys just to know how that plant looks like. I don't know if you can actually eat it like it is. I will do some research on it and let you know. But as far as I know, you can make beer with it. And beer is really important for long-term survival. Lots of wild lettuce and stuff. But here we found something. Right there. Any guess what that might be? It's broadleaf arrowhead, or vapato. And above it is a blackcurrant bush. So vapato, there's little tubers on the bottom, like kind of like golf ball size if you're lucky, and they're full of starch. They're like potatoes. Let's see if we can dig that out. There shouldn't be any big ones on there yet, but in a few months, like in October, this is a plant you will harvest in October. You can even grow it at home. It grows in shallow, slow-moving rivers or shallow ponds and stuff. And that was actually a staple of the Native Americans. Let's see what we can do. I give up on the plant. I take you for a sample. So guys, what you actually need to do is you dig down at the plant itself, and then you can feel those strings in the mud. And you follow them to the end somewhere, and then you pull them out of the mud. And that is usually the spots where you will find the potatoes once they grow. But like I said, we are right now in a stage where we probably won't find any. They're like about 4 inches down in the ground. Yeah, so I will snip this one off just to show you. You see those white strings I'm talking about? And this here will grow in a golf ball size tuber, this end piece here. And that's what you could eat later. So that's how it looks like. It's starting already. So in about October, in a month and a half or so, you could actually go and harvest those. Yeah. And I don't know if you noticed, but you see here's leaves missing, right? Here. So moose like to eat that too. So if you find some moose somewhere, it may be likely that you have vapato there as well. Yeah. I think we will come back in October and make another video of harvesting it. Maybe we find more. Let's see. Wild lettuce right there. Stinging nettle right there. Here's food everywhere, guys. Food is everywhere. Here, black currants. Wild ones. And just eat a few. Wow. They're so good. If you know what you're looking for, you always find food. And of course medicine too. Let's keep going. So right here we have another one, the burdock. I covered it many times in my videos. Let's dig one out for you guys who don't know what it does and what it is. This here is a leaf, right? they grow quite big. So this is actually a small plant, but you can, if you're hungry, you need a little boost, you get a stalk like this, right? You get the outer layer off a little bit, so, and then you sit down, face in the sun. No, that's not important, but you know, and then can just eat it like celery. It's a really good plant. It's quite bitter though, but it's good for your blood and kidney and livers and all that kind of intestinal stuff. Really good plant. But that's not all, because you go to the end here, somewhere there, and in a river bank, it's probably easier to dig it out. There's usually a root. I don't know. Right in here. And you see, you not even need tools or knives or anything if you know what you're looking for. And there we go. Here you have a root which will fill you up, which gives you starch, which gives you sugars, which gives you vitamins and all kinds of stuff, and it's also highly medicinal. And you not even need to cook it, you can eat it raw if you want. So there's a skin on it. When you scrape it off, it is white, like so. And same thing, you need to face the sun and then you just eat it. It's a little stringy though, but that fills you up and gives you energy and all the stuff you need to have to survive. Minerals. I don't know about vitamins. But for vitamins you have berries, right? Burdock root. Really good. Let's see if we find something else. Another food and a medicinal plant, and you don't need to cook it to eat it. Broadleaf plantain. This is how it looks like. Also this, you can just eat like that. But even better are its flower stems. This one is over its time, but nevertheless you could eat it now. I try to find one which is a little better here in behind. I'll show it to you. this one here. Okay, that's the flower stalk of a broadleaf plantain. And what you do is you take it and you eat it. No cooking required. And also, this is really nutritious and it tastes like, I'd say, wild mushrooms or something. Definitely mushroomy. Another food, you don't need to cook, you can pick it up and eat it. Another plant some of you people know, the cattail. Here you have a nice little cattail shoot, which you can cook and eat. You could even eat it raw, but it's stringy and I would cook it. That's that stuff. We put it back in, it might catch us again. Then the cattail, you can also eat the lower part of the inside here, this stuff. And in here is a gel in between the leaves. When you have burns, you can put it on the burns. It's like aloe. It smoothes down your sunburn or something. Right? All in this little plant. And in about June, July, when those things flower, I made a little short out of it. You can collect the pollen, and there's quite a lot of pollen, and you can bake bread with it, which I will show shortly in another video. And do not overlook the river banks, because up there is a goldenrod. And goldenrod, this plant here, this one here is entirely edible as well. And it's medicinal. The leaves, you can cook them in a stew like spinach or whatever. It's like most wild edibles, it's on the bitter side, but it's actually not bad. We humans, we totally lost our food habits from back in the days. We ate more bitter plants. Nowadays we are all hooked by the big food companies on sugar, but our original food is more bitter and tart. So right there, we see more vapato, the plant from the beginning. So this is a place you would mark yourself or remember and come back in the fall to harvest the vapato tubers, to eat them. Yeah. So that's how that stuff looks when there's more growing. It's kind of a cluster. It can be even bigger. You know, sometimes it's one plant, sometimes it's hundreds. But if you know where it is and how it looks and what to use, then you will not starve. That's the main thing in the wild. And right there's more burdock. So guys, here's another one that grows often on river banks like this, or creeks. That is this one here. That is a chokecherry. The chokecherries are really good edible berries. Just don't eat the pits. The pits are poisonous. So, but when you crush them, the pits, and you dry them together with the fruit, you can make fruit patties which are not poisonous no more, because the drying process destroys the poison in the pits. So, chokecherries, look it up online, do your own research. Another plant that likes to grow on riverbanks, that is that one here. It's not really much of a food. Also it sometimes has berries. This time here it doesn't. But that's a hawthorn. And hawthorn is a really good plant to know, because as its name says, it has thorns. And those thorns, they're pretty freaking tough buggers. Like this one is a new growth, so a fresher one. It's still a little pliable, but let's see if we find an old one somewhere. They make really good fish hooks. Here's one, for example, and they are tough. Like, I mean tough. We can use them as needles, as awls or whatever, all kinds of stuff in survival. Hawthorn. Not really edible, but I seen it and I thought I'd show you. So guys, now you know what to do when you get lost in the wild. No, seriously. Guys, the thing is this. You need to learn your plants. The best thing of doing it is you go out and you practice. You focus on one plant, okay? Like maybe the burdock, because that is pretty hard to mix up with something else. So, and then you look for it, and then you try it, and then little pieces at a time, and you eat it, and you become familiar with the taste. Right? That's how you learn plants. The thing is, in survival, that you know what you can eat, because it is really easy to eat something that will put you in the afterlife. And therefore, you need to really learn and practice those things, and don't think you can eat it, like you need to be certain. Okay? Let's assume I crashed here with an airplane, right? Like so, and now I don't know if I get found here or whatever, right? So now I stumble up on a creek like this, or dried out river or whatever, right? So if that happens to somebody of you, don't be discouraged that you think now, now I will die here, I can't even fish, there's no fish in here, I will die, right? So the thing is, you don't need fish. Yeah, it's good when you have it, but for surviving like a short term, like until you get found, the plants is way enough, right? So, and in a little like creek here like this, in a marshy area, there's so many plants, guys. You've seen it, like that was like maybe 100 meters I walked here. Even if right? And I found enough food to sustain me like for a week, I would say, easily. I wouldn't need to hike and wander off far and find something or whatever, right? Because creeks like this, they're like food highways, like literally. And another thing, because they're food highways, this is an awesome spot to trap animals, because they come here too, because they're hungry, right? You can even, like, if you would have a gun, like, you know, wait at night here and you will definitely see a deer walking through, or maybe even a moose or an elk, right? They're all hungry, they all come here, they eat all those nice plants around which grow here for them. So, yeah, when you go for roots on plants, that's an important thing maybe I need to tell you, is when you, something like the cattail for example, it grows in an area where there's like many lookalikes growing, and especially in Europe, the, oh, what is it called? Like here it's called the red root. The red root is a medicinal root from a plant which looks similar to something like that there, and the variety in Europe is poisonous, but the root looks often really similar to a cattail shoot. So you want to be sure that you pick the right root or sprout or whatever. So you dig down at the stem of the plant, and then you feel in the dirt with close proximity to the stem. So that way you find actually the right root, and you don't dig around it, and you know, you think the roots spread out or whatever, and you dig here and there, and then you pull something out which is poisonous or belongs to another plant or whatever. That's a really important thing. And you also need to watch out for the water hemlock and the spotted hemlock in marshy areas, because they are deadly poisonous. So you eat a little piece of that and you can, you know, go on the other side. Okay guys, that's it for today. I will let you guys go now, and I will go that way, and I see you in the next video. See you guys.